Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces February 9, 2022. Today brings an opportunity for you to see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. It can be easy to fool yourself when things aren't the way you wish they were. But you can only get away with that for so long before the truth comes flooding in. There comes a time when you need to face the truth about things. Any time is an excellent time to start anew in this area. Take your time and trust in yourself. Today you could find yourself dealing with some very emotional people. Maybe you will visit with your parents or siblings. At a family gathering, some intense feelings could be expressed. Pay attention to what is being said, because it is important. This is an opportunity to clear the air and to get to the bottom of things. With love and patience, hearts will be opened, and healing can begin. Like learning a foreign language, you must be patient in approaching new challenges. Don't get frustrated by the fact that you can't learn the contents an entire dictionary in a day. The lesson today is to adjust your mindset so that you are encouraged by the progress you make, instead of being discouraged by all the work that there is left to be done. Big projects must be taken one step at a time. The wind is blowing quite strong today, and you will find that things are blowing around in a huge frenzy. This whirlwind of activity is threatening to pick you up, spin you around, and take you to a far-off land. Be cautious of anything that suggests that this may be the case. People may be taking on unrealistic attitudes that may lure you into grand schemes. Beware of fanciful promises. The family sector of your life will be under the delicate impact of Pluto. This does not mean that your family life will be seriously threatened. But it is quite possible that some of you are facing some conflicts with those close to you. Don't make a big deal out of it, and try to find a solution that works for everyone. This aspect of the sun is explosive and dangerous. It can cause unexpected and brutal events. If you have enemies, beware. If you don't have one, be extra careful, as a viper could very well be under your sleeve. You need an infusion of foreign culture, maybe just food, maybe a little online exploration, or maybe long trip. It's the perfect time to get yourself exposed to the world. Hold the bar firmly, don't let anyone influence you. Today may bring sudden and unanticipated change. Your romantic partner might make an announcement that could knock your socks off. Or you could meet someone who makes you the offer of a lifetime. You may feel a bit apprehensive, but try not to worry. Remember that change, although stressful, always leads to growth. Enjoy your new adventure. If you are talking about another person today, make sure you aren't saying anything that would upset them if they were standing right next to you. Gossip may be running rampant, but this is no excuse for you to contribution. The time to roll up your sleeves and get down to business is definitely at hand. In fact, you'll probably have trouble focusing on anything else on this day. Whatever it is that needs your attention, mark it down on a list and have at it. Chances are you'll find that the day just flies by as you continue to tend to your work. Be sure to take time to rest and relax later on. Don't overdo it. While having the moon in your relationship sector during the dwarf planet series last full day of a mission to better understand your relationship needs and priorities is an advantage, even more so its friendly aspect to both Venus and Mars in your communication sector. This comes just days before the planets of love and passion are due to begin a 3-week alignment that will bring Venus' mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice together with Mars' war on communication barriers. Having the moon in your relationship sector during the dwarf planet series last full day here couldn't be more fortuitous. As well as making it easier to remain emotionally engaged and connected, the moon's friendly aspect to Venus and Mars is making it easier to keep the communication lines open during the final days of series mission to better understand your relationship needs and priorities. Your tarot reading for today. Justice, the High Priestess, and the Moon. According to this draw, you are in a transition period during which you will question a number of decisions you have made in the past. Spiritually, it is a fruitful period during which you should gain in maturity and foresight. But there is no question of repeating the mistakes of the past. You are turned towards the future and, as these 3 cards show, you are ready for big sacrifices to achieve your goals. However, you need to keep grounded to stay consistent with your life plan. During this time of reflection, you should think about the harmony and balance that govern your current life. It's by acting wisely that you should be able to find meaning in this reflection. To ensure a sustainable future, you have to listen to the lesson of the cards and find the light that ensures happiness and bliss. In this personal quest, you are going to encounter a lot of people who will insist on giving their personal opinion about the decisions you make and the purposes that you give yourself. On the human side, there will be a man who has not always been honest with you and who will seek to exploit the situation. This will not cause you any problems to the extent that his actions will not affect you directly. On the other hand, in the weeks to come, you can count on a lasting friendship you have with a person in your life. They will be there for you and will help you to achieve your new targets. This woman will have a very positive influence in February 2022 and should enable you to drive your projects on the path to success. The moon glides into the sign of Capricorn today, making it a reflective time to assess life and make decisions about the best way to move forward. Uranus, retrograde in Taurus, and the healing centaur Chiron, retrograde in Aries, connect with the moon, which creates an intuitive perspective giving us the opportunity to implement growth and change in our lives. In order to get started on your path, it's important to take steps to heal from past trauma. The caveat is that this might be uncomfortable and awkward, especially given the Chiron retrograde is making a tense and fraught aspect with the Capricorn moon. Some emotions will be triggered from this lunar energy, making us want to run away and hide. Instead of ignoring or avoiding problems, it's imperative that you deal with them head-on. Then you can take action to mend past emotional upsets, disappointments, and heartaches. Uranus retrograde gives us a chance to take a different approach in such matters, which is very helpful and useful. Our old emotional reactions will no longer benefit or suit us, giving us the opportunity to find new emotional responses and understanding. Open your heart and mind to fresh and novel approaches to transcend to a higher vibration and way of thinking. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Capricorn, ending its void of course that began last night. Over the next 2 days, as the moon waxes, we should expect some stabilization of eclipse energies. This doesn't mean that events won't continue to occur that shift our trajectory or force us to evolve our way of thinking. But under the Capricorn moon, we have an instinctive way of putting one foot in front of the other without stumbling into overwhelm. Patience and persistence will see us through our struggles if we refuse to let fear interrupt our progress.